Jinjer, they dropped their new album, Duel. I've been very excited about this one.
Yeah, this has been a highly anticipated record. I mean, they've been rolling this one out for what feels like a fucking year. Um, it's a long time coming. This is my first, I guess, introduction to a full-length Jinjer record, and I was a fan of all of the singles that they dropped, before the album was out. I thought every single time they fucking delivered, and it was definitely a band that I was looking forward to covering whenever the record dropped. Snuck up on me, album's out, I went, oh shit, it's time for Jinjer. Great, okay. I think the album opens incredibly well. I think it's a very strong, massive fucking gut punch, and then also a fucking kick to the face, and a couple like toe smashes with Tantrum. I think it's a great song. I think it's, as I said, it's just fucking crazy, and it doesn't stop. Then it goes. I'm not gonna do track by track. Sorry, I won't do that. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Okay. I think this record is fucking incredible. I think that it definitely is not something I was worried about going into this record. Is it going to get not drony, but kind of just, they have a certain way of delivering some lines where it's like almost theatrical. And I was worried that every song was going to sound like that and it was going to get kind of repetitive. So while listening through, I was very surprised and relieved that the record was not at all that. They cover a lot of different sounds. They cover a lot of different influences, different fucking guitar tunings. Like, there's a bunch of fucking shit on here. Like, I don't know the exact tunage, and I should know, or the exact fucking not amp, fucking pedal board that it goes through or something. But like the Seinfeld, or whatever the fuck it is, they have like that fucking guitar tuning on there. And I listened to it and I went, oh my God, it's fucking Seinfeld. So even that kind of breaks it out of the almost theatrical worry that I had, because it's something that's so out of the ordinary in this type of genre, in my opinion. It's something you don't hear often. They do have a slower track. It is fucking dead center in the middle of the record, Kafka. I think it's a great song, but unfortunately, I mean, after fucking Green Serpent and right before Dark Bile, it's kind of like you lost me. You lost me like a little bit, and that's fine. They pick it right back up with Fast Draw. Someone's Daughter is an incredible song. A Tongue So Sly, and then the title track is The Closer, which is fucking crazy. That is a closer. It's massive. It has a fucking nasty ass breakdown. It is a killer fucking song. As I said, it is kind of like a roller coaster of different roller coaster sonically. I think it's fucking incredible, and this did not let me down at all. The screams are also insane. The vocal to scream to fucking chug riff galore. Big fan of this record. I think it's a great introduction to Jinjer. This was an incredible first impression.
Yeah, absolutely. I've said on here, as we were touching on the singles, maybe not every single time, but I definitely brought it up. I know I talked about it with the most recent single. I saw Jinjer a couple years ago open for Disturbed, and I was excited because I had heard the name before, but I never checked them out. But I kind of left it being like, yeah, I don't know if this band is for me based on, the couple of songs that I had heard. I checked out the set list, so I heard like 7 Jinjer songs. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if this band is for me. I was like not super into the live show, but it is hard for me when like I'm not super sold on the band, and then I'm all the way back there in the venue to really, for the live performance to sell me or have me sold. So I went into this album rollout with an open mind. I was the one that was like, yeah, we're gonna cover the newest Jinjer record, and I'm glad that we did, because I came away with a totally different feeling on the band than I had initially going in, because I'm a really big fan of this album. I spent a lot of time with it today, because we only had the one record and a bunch of singles to talk about today, so I just kind of kept looping the album to really try to get a grasp on it, since I had the time today to do that. I love the way it opens with the track Tantrum, because the song kind of feels like it embodies a tantrum, because it's like this big chaotic opener, and I'm like, it is so beautifully named Tantrum, because
like, damn, that is a tantrum.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, I'm listening to a Sonic tantrum right now. And going right into Hedonist, I love that song as well. I think it's a phenomenal 1-2 punch. I don't know if I agree though with what you said about the album like coming to a lull, dead stop in the middle with Kafka, because I remember enjoying that song as a single, and I didn't, you know, I listened to this record a lot today, and and I'm the first one to raise the flag
you
of,
are.
hey,
so that's why I'm like,
hey,
did I miss?
Yeah, hey,
I'm getting confused with another
album's
fucking
slowing down. But I didn't get that vibe at all throughout the entire record. Like, I thought that the album was sequenced pretty well, because there are plenty of songs, like a song like Tantrum, that punches you in the fucking face, and then, you know, were slower moments throughout the record, and it kind of felt like for every two in your face songs there was a song to kind of pull you back and basically be the embodiment of the ebb and flow chart. So I thought that it made for overall a pretty solid listening experience. Duel, the title track, is my favorite song on the record. I feel like it's a fantastic closer and basically encapsulates everything that this record is doing in one song. It was also my favorite single for the entire rollout. You know, I think I said when we talked about it last week, that
probably
that it was my favorite single, because it's like the first one that I heard that like really kind of, I said it, like, it basically sold me on the band. It like kind of evoked an emotion in me, which, you know, that's not to say that the rest of the singles and the rest of the tracks on the record aren't good, but that was the one that really, you know, sold the album for me, had me excited, you know, granted with a week away, but really had me stoked. And I think it really, you know, puts a nice bow tie on the album. A Tongue So Sly is fantastic right before that, and a special shout out to Dark Bile. I like that song a lot as well. Album's fucking solid. I'm glad that we gave it a shot.
100%. I'm glad you saw them, and then glad you remembered them when the rollout started, because this was thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.